Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today we're going to be cleaning and organizing my studio in my basement. I call it my studio because it has my eBay kind of storage area where I sell and ship out my eBay items. It also has my little office space, my YouTube studio, and some storage. And pretty soon, hopefully it'll have like a little small gym workout area, but we'll see. If you missed the video on my before and after of my studio space, I will leave it linked in the description box and in the card above. For this video, we are going to be only concentrating on my little office area and my YouTube studio. Once I finish recording a DIY video, it usually looks like a hurricane ran through the place, and that's mainly because I don't have all of my smaller little DIY items organized, which is what I plan to do today. And yes, here's the aftermath of one of my DIY videos. I accidentally knocked over one of my studio lights and broke one of the huge bulbs inside of it. Thank goodness I had a spare. Which reminds me I need to buy more, so yeah. Hurricanes do happen inside the house after a DIY project. This is proof. I am planning on purchasing some shelving in the future that has doors on it. That way I can just put all of my DIY little crafty items behind the door so I don't have to see it. But for now, I will be utilizing my console that is behind my office desk. I purchased this at my local church thrift store, I don't know how many months ago, for about $70. I love it. I am using half of it already for all of my camera gear, which means I only have the other half to try to fill all of my DIY items in there. So fingers crossed, I can get it all to fit. Now, I know it can be overwhelming when it comes to organizing, and the first thing people always ask is, where do I start? I have a really cool technique that I learned from a friend a couple of years ago that I am so excited to share with you. I shared it in a previous video, maybe 2 years ago. The video, it's an all right video. I will link it if you want to look at it. But I thought I would show it to you guys again on how I'm going to get all of my little DIY items organized. Before we get started cleaning and organizing, I'm going to put some oil in my oil diffuser. I know a lot of people do this after they clean. I need motivation to clean and organize, and I want it to smell good. So I have my air diffuser, and I gave this tip in a previous video that I learned from a friend of mine. Instead of using essential oils, which I do love essential oils, use the Glade oil that's in the little plug-ins. This is the Hawaiian scent, I believe, but I'm just going to put a few drops in this, turn it on so we can get to organizing. There she goes. All right, let's get to cleaning. For step one, we are going to scan the room that we're wanting to organize, and we are going to make a list of all the items in the room. Now, when I say we're going to write down all the items in the room, I don't mean individual items. I don't mean like if you have, say you're organizing all of your makeup, blush, eyeshadow, no. What I'm saying is makeup. That is one category. If you have magazines, that is one category. Books, tools, so on and so on. We're going to put them in categories, not actually individual items. For step two, we are going to utilize our handy dandy painter's tape. We are going to take all the categories and we're going to transfer all of those onto the painter's tape. We're going to make like little stickers with them. So as you write your categories on there, you're just going to take it off. And I usually just stick mine to my desk until I get ready to use them. Once you have all of your categories written down on your painter's tape, you're going to take all of those stickers and put them on the floor. For step 3, we are going to gather all of our items and we're going to place everything in its own little group according to categories. Now, as we're doing this, we're going to realize that we need more categories, which is fine. We're just going to use our painter's tape, write another category down, and place it on the floor.
Purge, did you come to help? Did you come to help with the mess, Purge? Purge, hey, where you going?
I've got all of my categories organized, and as I mentioned, you're going to find things you didn't even have a category for, like things like that. I have some stencils, and I have glitter, I have some zip ties, and just like some little decorative rocks, things like that. I don't really have a category for, so what I'm going to do is once I start putting everything into their own little bin, I am going to figure out where this really needs to go. Like with the glitter, I'll probably put glitter in with the paints. I'll do it that way. When it comes to the decorative rocks, I'll probably bag those up, put them in with the flowers, and so on and so on. So that's what I'm saying. You're not going to realize everything you have until you start doing this, but this is a really great way to know what you have and how to get it organized efficiently. For step 4, we're going to purge each category. We're going to go through every category we have on the floor, and we're going to see if there are any items that are broken. If we can't fix them, we're going to throw them away. If there are items that we can either resell or donate, we're going to do that with them. But this will eliminate a lot in each category that we really didn't know we either didn't need or the items were actually broken. And I was able to get everything cleaned up around my little DIY table. This is what I use to record my DIY videos on. Now that you're seeing it, see, there's no magic behind it. There's no magic behind it. This is just an old folding table that's got paint and everything else on it. I just put a drop cloth over it, and to be really fancy, I have it sitting on cans of paint. Yes, I do. I am wanting to get a custom DIY crafting table made, along with getting my shelving units, but that is in the works. But you know what? Use what you got until you get something better. That's what I always say. But it does look a lot better. There's a stool I sit on, but it looks a lot cleaner. I was able to get everything moved out of the way. Some of the items were Christmas items. I don't know why they were sitting over here, so I put them over on the shelf with the rest of the Christmas items I have. I threw a few things away, and I believe we are ready to organize. Step 5 is to organize. Yes, we're going to take all of our items and we're going to organize them. I actually went through my home. I found bins, baskets, all kinds of things that I had not used in quite a while. This is going to save me money because I really didn't want to go to the store and buy anything. Not that the stores are open at the moment. So honestly, this was a great way to use what I already had, and everything's going to be behind a door. No one's going to see it. I just want it organized. I don't really care if it's pretty. I get if you have it sitting on a shelf where everybody's going to see it, you want all the pretty baskets, all the pretty containers. But I think if you get to this step where you know that you can get all this stuff organized, later on you can buy the cute little baskets and bins. These are all of the storage items I found in my home that I hadn't used in quite a while. They were all empty, so I am happy about that. I don't have to go out and spend any money on anything, and I do have my little labeler right there. Not sure if I'm doing any labeling, but we'll see. I really love all these organizational bins I have. As you can see, this says pajamas, and I think one says purses and wallets that I had in there. I don't use these in my closet anymore. And I really like the tags I made. I made those using the Dollar Tree small little, I think they're like the table setting or place, what do you call them? Name place settings, whatever they're called. Use at weddings, a name holder. Is that right? I don't know. Either way, they're the small little picture frames that you get at the Dollar Tree, and all I did was write what was in each one, and then I just secured it with, I don't know if you can see that, with some double-sided Velcro. Very cute, very inexpensive. So I probably will still use those, but just, I won't be keeping pajamas in it. It'll be DIY stuff. Now that I have everything in their own category, I am just playing around with all of my bins. I like how this looks so far. This is just the open organizational bin. The other does have the lid on them. I don't have a lot of room here, so I'm trying to get everything that I do have out there in here, which means I'm going to have to combine some things into bins, but within the bin, I'm going to make them separate. And I'll show you what I mean by that. And then I'm just going to take my little label maker right here, and I am just going to put labels and everything so I can find it a little easier than when I had everything just thrown out over in my little YouTube area. I've got everything in their place. Let me go through it and show you how I have categorized everything. In this first container, I have ribbon in here. This is not ribbon I decorate my Christmas tree with. This is just ribbon I will use for DIY projects. I know there's a box over to the left that has a tree on it, but it's just regular satin ribbon that I'll be using for DIY projects for the holidays. And over here is just random ribbon that I have picked up, a little glammy glam ribbon right there. All my ribbon is there. Here I have all of my fabric and this cute little wicker, I guess it's wicker basket. Don't know if that's going to fit inside over there in the console. This may have to just go on the rack where all my storage is, but I do have one book of scrapbook paper. And a funny story, when I was in, I guess, maybe my late 20s, early 30s, my sister-in-law had someone over to her house that was selling scrapbooking supplies. And I got pretty excited about it because I'd see what my sister-in-law did, and she has done a scrapbook for every one of her children for every year they've been born. She has 3 children. Her oldest is, I think her oldest is 21 or 22. Okay, I thought I could do that. Y'all, I got not even through one scrapbook and I'm like, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. So I thought it was really cool that she did it, but that just shows you, be you, don't try to be someone else. And it wasn't like I was trying to be her, but I thought it was really neat, and she just had this flair to it and could do all these cute things, and yeah, that wasn't me. So now if my kids want to see their pictures, they're strung loosely in a box. They can go through them and look, but I have 3 boys. They really couldn't care less about pictures. Yeah, they couldn't care less, but cute little story. But I do keep these just in case I need it for something, if I'm doing a DIY project. So far, I haven't used any of it, but I don't want to give it away. Maybe I'll give it to my sister-in-law. Who knows? But going over to the next container, these are all the loose flowers I had and all of the like little moss balls and things like that I use for DIYs. And my little bag of the white rocks, I just threw those in there. And I have these are just old rags. I use them when I'm doing DIY projects to clean up with, or if I get a little bit of a mess, they're just old rags. I usually just throw them in the washing machine with a little bit of bleach and keep reusing them. And then I have my markers here. These are my dry erase and some Sharpie markers, because I do have this whiteboard that I created for, what challenge was that? Girls Can Use Power Tools, I believe it was. I will leave a link to that if you're interested. This is where and I haven't done it in a while, but I jot down like the videos I'm going to be creating and things like that, and I'll write them down there. I haven't done it for a while. I'm not sure if I want to keep the board or not, but I do like it. I do, but that's why I have the dry erase markers, so I can write on the board when I think about it. And the container over here, these are more, I don't know how you'd say it. It's not all tools, but it's kind of utilitarian type stuff, you know. The WD-40 in the back is used whenever I want to clean my dry erase board. It works like a charm. And then I have just a little set of tools. Actually, these are Mr. C's. I probably need to get him back to his office, but great little set of tools. They're actually for a mobile phone repair kit kind of thing, but they're great for getting small screws undone and tightening back up. Love it. And I just have like little lights in here that I use for my Japanese lanterns. And I have zip ties. So, you know, just kind of household stuff or whatever that I use for my DIYs. I don't know how I should categorize it, but tools and tool related utilitarian, I'm probably not even using that word correctly, items that I have down here. Over here, I am keeping all of my acrylic paints, my glitter, and my paint brushes and the little paint sponges in this cute little Lazy Susan caddy that I created. I created this for, gosh, was it 2 years ago? I believe it was 2 years ago, and for a challenge. Really cool little video. I will leave it linked if you're interested in seeing it. I still have all of these left over that I can use in the future. And this last one, this is where I have little compartments in this one area. Right here are my scissors and my X-Acto knife. I have thread, twine, and my little needle. Over here I have all my glue sticks. I have stencils, and I also have a measuring tape and a ruler. And these are just some little gold, what do you call them, clothespins that I made a couple of years ago, and I've just kept them, but I've got them in that little caddy. And over here I have this cute little round basket that I have my essential oils and my Glade plug-in oils and some of the Miss Myers air freshener that I use down here. But oh, it smells sensational down here, guys. Love it. And ran out of labels as I'm doing the very first label. Need to order more of that so I can get everything looking even better. But yeah, ran out of that. It didn't even get yeah, that's as far as I got. And I am looking for little books to decorate in here, like little coffee table books. And I found this. It is so pretty. I love all the colors. It is just a cute little book. It's called Paris in Colors. Paris in Color. Let's see. There you go. There's the dust cover for it. But I just took that off because I want to have some more books in here. As you guys know, I am a very neutral kind of girl when it comes to decorating, but I love adding pops of color like this. That's how I like to bring in color into my home. I did find this cute little Pottery Barn frame at the thrift store. Gosh, like a month or so ago. It was $1.25. And I have all of my glasses. As you guys know, I love wearing glasses. Fun fact, none of them are prescription that I wear in my videos. I just like wearing glasses. I only wear prescriptions when I drive. And this right here, I am trying to create a little organizational caddy for my desk. I do have a desk I am purchasing at the local thrift store nearby. They're not ready to sell it to me just yet because it is a very small thrift store and the manager is using it to display some linens on that she's selling, but my name is on it. I will be getting it hopefully, 2 months. I'm not rushing her. It's a small little thrift store and they're wonderful, so I'm not rushing it, but it is a glass and chrome desk. It has a glass top, chrome legs. Can't wait, but I'm trying to make a little caddy, and I'll probably even I might leave it here on the console or on my desk, I'm not sure, but I'm going to pop up a picture. Pottery Barn used to sell one. It was so beautiful, and I want to recreate that. And so far, I only have this square dish. I'd like to find a round one, but if I don't, the square one looks just as good. And all these are candles, containers, the glass containers the candles came in. And when I get through the candles, if I really like the canister or whatever you want to call it, the glass container that was in, I just get all the wax out of it and just reuse it. I love that frosted white, but I'm trying to create the organizer. I want a few more things, and I might even get a little pump on there for my hand lotion just to keep down here, but I think it's going to turn out so spectacular whenever I find the rest of the pieces. Guys, I hope you enjoy this. I hope this takes the stress off of organizing. You can use this for any room in your house. I did it in a very cluttered sunroom. I actually used to do pop-up shows, so my sunroom had so much crap in it. Honestly, it had a lot of crap in it, and I was able to organize it just a little bit better so I could actually see the floor. You can use this, like I said, in your little makeup room. You can use this in your bathroom. You can use this in your kitchen. It's really just a system to follow. You don't have to actually use this for a certain room. It's just a process. The process works. Trust the process, and you're going to be amazed at how quickly you can organize a room. I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. I am so happy to bring it to you. I know for a lot of people, they are at home at the moment. They can't go anywhere. You may have your children at home with you. This is a great way to get your home organized while you have some available time. Why not get into your children's room? They will have such a blast writing all the things down, putting it on the floor, categorizing everything. Why not use this time to get your home organized? I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone is doing well. I will see you at my next video. Bye, loves.